Hey folks, welcome back to Motoramblings. I am Patrick, and I'm going to be riding Big Red, my 2016 Honda Goldwing. But not till tomorrow. Tonight, I have yet to do any sort of packing. I have no preparation done whatsoever for this trip. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm leaving out tomorrow morning. I'm going to leave a little bit later in the day, tomorrow, a little bit later in the morning, because it's supposed to be right around freezing at sunrise. So I'm going to give it a couple hours. I'm going to stop in Millen, Georgia on the way down, Magnolia State Park. It's a park I've actually camped at before. It's about halfway between here and to my mom's. So I'm going to head down there and I'm going to spend the night camping, which of course means I got to bring my camping gear and everything that goes with that, as well as I'm going to be spending a couple of weeks visiting my mom. So I need to prepare for all of that. And yet I've done nothing other than make the decision to stay at Magnolia State Park. So, being the YouTuber that I am, I'm going to turn on the camera, kind of show you guys what I'm going to do to get ready for this trip. All right, guys, bike is loaded and ready to go. I'm about to hit the road. Come along, let's go do some moto camping. All right, folks, well, it's only 9:45. I've only done about 12 miles. I had to stop. I put on these highway pegs that I bought in South Dakota, and I should not have bought them. They don't fit, not for my short legs. But I tried to put them on for this ride, figuring, on the highway down there, I could rest a little bit, even if I have to stretch my legs a long way. Well, as you can see, they sit pretty low on the bike. Too low. I need to take them off. I even just leaving a stop sign and turning, they were dragging hard. So I can't do that. I lean the bike way too much. So I've got to take them off. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. Don't have a whole lot of room on the bike to pack them up, but I can't use them. So I'm taking those things off. I also had some trouble with my Carpuride and my phone not being charging. But that was just, I had a loose connection in the little panel where I keep that stuff plugged in. So I'm going to take off these highway pegs and then I'm going to get on the road again. All right, folks, well, I just had my first pit stop of the day. I've only done 82 miles for the day, but I was getting warm. When I left the house, it was below 40, so I had on an extra layer or two. So now the temperature is up to a little more than 70, and I'm warm. So stopped, took off a layer, and figured while I was there, I fueled up, used the restroom. Now I've got 150 miles to go to get to the campground. Says I'll be there in 3 hours. So back roads all the way. I've gone through a lot of small towns. I've hit a lot of traffic lights. But you know what? I don't care. It's better than being on the highway the whole way. And I have extra time because I'm not planning on getting to mom's in one day like I used to have to when I was still only taking vacations. So this worked out well. Just going to keep following the GPS down to this Magnolia State Park where I will camp. I'll get back at you in a little bit. See ya. Alright, folks, well, I just stopped for fuel. I'm just about 17 miles away from my destination. This way I'll have a full tank of fuel when I leave the campground in the morning. One less thing to think about. I also reached out to everybody's favorite moto vlogger, Bob Nelson. I know Bob's from this area, not sure exactly where, but I thought I'd reach out to him and let him know I was around. Maybe I could meet up with him for a little bit. I waited till late in the day because I didn't know what kind of traffic I'd run into, didn't know what the situation would be. I didn't want to tell him I'd meet him somewhere and then be an hour behind. So hopefully I'll hear from Bob before it gets too late in the day. Maybe just say hi to him real quick. I will get back with all of you when I get to the campground and I start setting everything up. Alright guys, well, I just arrived at Magnolia State Park. Went to the visitor center, got my site. Got to go back here and pay for the parking because I did not pay for it when I came through. Mainly because I wasn't sure I needed to. Because I was camping, I wasn't sure if I needed a parking pass. But apparently I do. So, I'm going to pay that. Then I'm going to go down to the campsite. I believe it's the exact same campsite that I stayed at the last time I was here. Doing my slow speed maneuver stuff right there. Neutral. Let's make sure it's in neutral. Uh-oh. What's going on here? There we go. Envelope. Deposit. And then I have a little receipt in my pocket that's supposed to go on the mirror, but of course I don't have a mirror. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to go find this campsite, hopefully. I'm going to get rid of the stuff that's on the back seat, go buy a couple of bundles of firewood, and then I will start getting everything set up. So hang on for that. It's always fun setting up camp. Take a quick cruise through the campground here. Pavilions, washrooms. Not sure what that is, but they're cleaning it up, getting ready for spring and the crowds. I remember it was a little bit of a ride to get in here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I might have to come check that out. Don't know what it was, but it looked cool. So this campground is set up. There's a ring of RV sites, but then off to the right, the little dirt road. I remember it was pretty rough the last time I was here. It had a lot of roots in it. And that little dirt road goes over to the tent sites. Not many tent sites, but I did have my choice of what was there, so I'm assuming I am alone. But I remember these little buildings, a couple of them weren't even done yet when I was here last time. I did take a walk around that lake when I was here last time. Not around the lake, I went to the lake. I didn't walk all the way around that thing, I'm lazy. I don't do that. Okay, so only registered campers beyond this point. One way. Yeah, neat little lake. When I came here last time, I was late and I had to go to the camp host to get firewood and to get registered. But yep, I remember this. Sand and roots. So we'll just do a little ADV riding. Get in here. And if I remember correctly, my site is going to be this first one on the left. Been here before. Like I said, a little ADV riding. I also remember that I could not get my tent pegs in this site. Alright folks, I have no idea how any of these videos are going to come out. I just did a whole bunch of random little clips here, there, and everywhere. If you've watched it this far, thank you so much. There's a video up here. Maybe you might like that. I don't know. I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe. Most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motor Ramblings out. See ya!